And Miami would like to be balanced, but last week against Cincinnati, they had a negative 3 yards total rushing in the ball game. Here's Dysert's first pass of the game, and he's got single coverage deep down the field, and it is complete. Nick Harwell at the 24-yard line with the completion, and it's Josh Jackson who he beat. No score, just getting started here at Yager Stadium. Pistol offense this time. And it's Dysert to throw, end zone, right shoulder, incomplete. Tried to get Harwell, and they were working on Hayden Pierce over there, one-on-one coverage.
Well, that'll be the matchups they want all day, is the Miami talented receiving core. And we see here, just great catch, just pushed out of bounds. That's thrown a little more to the back shoulder. That's a touchdown.
Trying to get the ball in the end zone. That has been a bugaboo for this team. Again, pistol offense, and here comes the blitz. They get it out to Harwell. He gets a block. He will get to the end zone. Touchdown!
Beautifully executed little wide receiver screen there by the offense. And it's good to see Harwell back to his explosive self this week and getting into the end zone.
First touchdown for Nick Harwell this season. And that was his drive after the first play from scrimmage on the ground. And it went to Harwell, and Nick gets it in the end zone for the first time this year. The Redhawks take the opening kickoff all the way for a score.
It was just nicely executed by the lineman selling it. And then once Harwell got the ball in his hands, went right for the end zone.
That was a great catch by Harwell and a nice adjustment into the end zone and a good block to spring him to the end zone by Marcus Matthews, the true freshman from Manassas, Virginia. So Nick Harwell trying to work on 4 consecutive 100-yard games. He has 3 consecutive coming into today's game, and he's the #1 target for Zach Dyser.
And he's off to a great start. You could easily see that record-tying attempt with Martin Nance come today in this game. And for Miami, that's what they're going to need to pull this out.
Redhawks down to the line of scrimmage. They started this drive on their 21-yard line. I formation this time. And the throw is out to Harwell. And he will get about 7 before he is dropped right at the 27-yard line. So pretty good start for Zach Dysert. He was 3 out of 4 on that first drive. He's now 4 out of 5. Started with a 67 yards of that first drive through the air. 67 of the 83. Last week, 5 sacks against Tulane. Of the 10 they've had this year, they had half of them last week, and here they come, coming from the outside, and there is the screen, and the Redhawks cannot move it. Only a couple of yards as Nate Combs out in space against Nick Harwell brings him down.
And it's tough to ask linemen to get out there and block cornerbacks that are coming up field. As we see, Bednar really couldn't get the one block, but coming back in like that, the Army defense has seen the play once, and they were rallying all to the ball.
Yeah, he had 21 tackles against Northern Illinois in their opener in the loss. Here's a quick pitch and catch to Nick Harwell. He gets outside, and that's the old sweep. You just happen to throw it out there, and it gains 8.
That's the game of football today, that you don't see those long toss sweeps anymore. You just see those short little passes that work the exact same as running plays would.
Finkley, 3 carries, 27 yards so far in this ball game. He's got the ability to run inside and out. Here's Dysert throwing deep. He has got Harwell, and he caught it at the 20-yard line, out of bounds at the 18, make it the 17. Hayden Pierce with the tackle, but a beautiful pitch and catch from Dysert to Nick Harwell.
And everyone knows Dysert has a strong arm, but the touch he places on this pass to hit Harwell in stride.
Dysert to throw, play action. Over the middle, and he's got his man. And down the sideline he goes, and that is Nick Harwell. And he beats Hayden Pierce on the crossing route.
And you just mentioned the return of JoJo Williams. And on that, Army brings a blitz up the middle. It's protected beautifully. And you just see Dysert has all day. Puts a nice feather touch on the ball, and Harwell does the rest after that.
And he outruns that secondary. And Jeffrey Bacon was chasing it.
Well, that's the knock against a true spread team, is that you're a 20-20 offense, that you can move the ball within the 20s, but you can't punch it in from red zone on.
Harwell with the ball. Blockers in front. He's got a first down and more as the Redhawks now, with a little determination, get into Army territory at the 47-yard line. Harwell with 4 consecutive 100-yard games, and you know Martin Nance pretty well, Gino. He ties that record.
It's a great company to be in.
Here's Dysert. Crossing, Harwell. First down at the 17-yard line.
Good. You like to see Miami taking advantage of the vastness that they're giving them in the middle of the field. If they want to keep bringing pressure or drop into that zone, you might as well pick them apart.
15 yards on the completion to Nick Harwell, who will go out this time.
And again, now Miami inside the red zone again.
Dysert throwing, end zone, touchdown!
You cannot leave him one-on-one with the
Nick
secondary.
Harwell with the score, and Miami has the lead.
That's just an absolute mental lapse by the defense of Army. You cannot one-on-one. He's proven you can't one-on-one cover him. They should have stayed bracketed with a safety over top. They failed to, and as all great players do, he made him pay.
Zach Dysert to Nick Harwell for the second time in the ball game, and that was a huge play, and it gives the Redhawks a 7-point lead.
And Dysert too, he's shown his accuracy and his ability to just loft the ball in there today to not only Harwell and Culpepper.
Big day, 10 catches, 186 yards for Nick Harwell, who leads, well, he was second in the country, first in the MAC in reception yardage. He was averaging 8.6 catches per game. That's ranked right up there at the top too. That's 8th in the country, and a favorite target of Zach Dysert. Well, fans, let's focus now on our All Over Media Player of the Game. All Over Media and the Miami IMG Sports Network are bringing you a captive audience messaging at great price. Log on to allovermedia.com for more information, and our player of the game is Nick Harwell.
He does it week in, week out, and you see when he gets the ball in his hands, he's not looking to overplay something, not looking to cut back every time. He's getting what the defense gives him, and on that last touchdown, totally inexcusable for that defense to leave an explosive player like that that's been killing them all game and one-on-one coverage. Just an absolute great performance by Nick Harwell.
Nick Harwell, our All Over Media Player of the Game, and 150 yards a game coming in, number 2 in the country. I'll tell you what, he'll probably add to that, maybe get to number 1 in the country after today. And Miami is going to win for the first time for Don Treadwell. And there is the knee, and that will do it.